My first question to you, to start my point here, is along the last 20 years, over the last 20 years, how much do you think the level of extreme poverty has changed in our planet? Did we double the poverty in the planet over the past 20 years? Did it become, did it keep the same levels, or it was cut by half? Let's guess. Double? Same? Cut by half? Fantastic. When this question was asked by Hans Rowling in the United States, 95% of people got the wrong answer. In the UK, 91% got the wrong answer. We have this feeling that words is becoming worse, but it's not true. We have cut it by half the extreme poverty in the world. His study was really nice. He released this book that's a bestseller for the last 20 weeks in New York. And he came with very interesting numbers. Just 200 years ago, 85% of the world population was living in poverty. Nowadays, just 9%. We still have a lot to do, but we are doing really, really well. If you take another index, the child mortality rate, just 50 years ago, 125 countries would be listed as developing country by this KPI. Nowadays, it's just 13 countries. So yes, the world's getting better, and we are helping, and all this movement of smart cities is about this. But most part of the times, we're discussing about technology. Technology is the big driver, is what's changing our reality. But we must understand that the biggest disruption that we had in our planet till now was us, Homo sapiens. There are two main aspects that distinguish us from other species. First of all, we have a very deep and elaborated concept of time. We understand time, and that make us think in long terms and plan. There is just one small issue here. If you take the age of our planet, we are now celebrating 4.5 billion years. And if you put all these in a geologic time, splitting in 24 hours just, the dinosaurs were here 2 minutes ago. The disruption on us humans, Homo sapiens, is the speed that things are changing. That's why we have this sense that the world's getting worse. In every and each segment that he has analyzed in his book, we are doing better. And the second point that distinguishes us is that we are extremely focused to solutions. We get to analyze a problem and focus in solving the problem through the solution, different from any other species. And then this brings us to what we are talking today, artificial intelligence. We are going to be discussing here with the cities and with the experts about what we are forecasting for the future and what's happening now. But we cannot lose the track that this is about us. This is about cognitive intelligence. This is about Homo sapiens. And we are going to be exactly going from technology to real life to understand how we should be, well, dealing with all this change. Just last Friday, Xinhua News, the biggest public news agency in China, has released online his first world TV anchor for news. They did an algorithm that could be not only reading texts, but analyzing on time what was happening, what is happening, to be delivering news. Who saw this video already? I think a lot of you. Yeah, it became viral last Friday. And this was the first broadcast that our artificial intelligence did online. Oops. Let me put the video. Come back. I'm back. Let's see if the video goes now. Okay, can you put audio, please?
Artificial intelligence anchor. This is my very first day in Xinhua News Agency. My voice and appearance are modeled on Zhang Zhao, a real anchor with Xinhua. The development of the media industry calls for continuous innovation and deep integration with the international advanced technologies. I will work tirelessly to keep you informed as texts will be typed into my system, uninterrupted. I look forward to bringing you the brand new news experiences.
It really looks like, well, a real reporter, right? Some skeptics just say that this is a reading machine. Others say that this is the real impact of the fourth industrial revolution in an industry that was even not threatened before, that is the media. And we are here exactly to discuss this. There are some very bright topics that I would like to highlight here that we are going to be discussing with our guests. First of all, there is a big contradiction between what is in social exclusion and digital inclusion. There are some projects around the world that shows very clear this. In Tanzania, for example, they are selling now, the street shoppers are selling battery recharge for cell phones in a city that they have just 4 hours of power energy a day. They don't have the basics at home, but they go on the streets to buy battery or charging for their cell phones. Second, and a very important issue, and United Nations has already started a commission to discuss about this. We are dealing a lot about the responsibilities of the artificial intelligence and the robots and Sophia that is a citizen now and so on. The point is, there will be a time that we must be discussing the rights of these artificial intelligence. The moment that we put together these basic algorithms and they build on themselves new knowledge and they start solving problems and helping us, are we going to have the rights to just shut down them? Do they have rights? And this is really a long, well, social and ethic discussion that we should have. Well, and just to finalize my point here, we have a very nice project in the United Nations, in ITU, called AI for Good, that's exactly for this, to be monitoring. We understand that it's not time still to regulate artificial intelligence, otherwise we are going to be really limiting the capacity of development and research, but it's time to be monitoring what's happening. Just 50 years ago, nuclear energy came as the biggest solution for Earth in terms of energy savings and energy supply, and then we know what happened. I'm very, very positive with artificial intelligence. I think that we can use these to make a better city, a better life for us. And to finalize my part, I have my personal definition of smart cities. Doesn't come from the academy, doesn't come from the theory. I tried to figure out what will be the perception of the citizens about smart cities. And for me, smart cities are places that everything conspires to make our life better. And it's exactly what we are going to be starting now to discuss, how the world is conspiring in artificial intelligence to make life better.